Hey, Shalom, it's your brother Yawanathan. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Got a quick clip I want to show you guys. Um, we're going to use this clip to pin down on the fact that yeah, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, but it was given into the hand of the wicked. At the end of the day, the Most High has control over everything. If anything goes down, He's the one that gives the okay on it, whether it's good or bad, good or evil, however you want to say it, you know. And before we actually show the clip, I want to read that in Amos 3:6 really quick. So let me actually put the precepts here on the screen. Bear with me while I format it for you guys. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. So this Amos 3:6, it says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?" Again, we get examples from top to bottom that anything that goes down, the Lord has to give the okay on it first. A perfect example is the book of Job. Before Satan was able, because Satan works for the Most High. He's not up there rebelling. Okay, and he goes back and forth in the earth. But before Satan was able to do anything against Job, he had to get what? Permission from the Lord to do so first. All right? So, down to the smallest of matters, the Lord gives the okay. But with no further ado, here's the clip.
Then a UFO flew over a Russian launch silo, entered the nuclear codes, and aimed at the U.S. Pull it up on the Jumbotron, Steve.
Had this program, very intense program, sophisticated, where they were studying UFOs for years. He said there was other evidence about the secret Russian program that he received from former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. They were very close for years and giving each other information. He says UFOs appeared over a Russian missile base. This was also interesting. Again, now in the congressional record, UFOs appeared over
This
the
is
base,
from Harry Reid.
astonishing maneuvers and witnesses, and then somehow took control of the launch system. The missiles aimed at the U.S. were suddenly fired up. Launch control codes were somehow entered, and the base was unable to stop what could have been initiated World War III. Then, just as suddenly, the UFOs disappeared and the launch control system shut down. I mean, if you're not concerned about national security with this issue, I mean, that pretty much sums it up right there. If that's all true, and again, you talk about George Knapp's credibility.
This man's a congressman, but he looks like he should be selling propane and propane accessories. But he's a congressman, I think.
In the United States of America, you can research it. I can't recall the name of it right
propane.
now. It's been
that boy ain't right.
That the UFOs were sighted over a nuclear installation, and it was complete.
All right, so at the end of the day, the Lord creates darkness and He creates light. All right, and then what's interesting about that little inkling for the foreshadowing of the incident they're talking about of the UFO putting in the launch codes. That's a foreshadowing for what's getting ready to play out anyway. The Lord might have it to where the angels, get this thing kicked off for us. All right, so this is something that we're waiting for, because these are things that have to come to pass before the new heavens and the new earth are established. All right, let me pull up this Isaiah 45 here. All right, put it up on the screen for you guys. All right. All right, so this is Isaiah 45, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit on it so it's more legible. Isaiah 45 and 5, it says, "I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. For I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things." So the Lord is the one that commissions everything, like we stated. And what's interesting about that scenario, um, the Lord used the angel, right, during Egypt to orchestrate our deliverance. And as we go down here in Isaiah 45 and verse 8, it says, "Drop down, ye heavens, from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation." Salvation and destruction is going to be taking place at the same time. "And let righteousness spring up together. I, the Lord, have created. Woe unto them that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherds strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, What makest thou? Or thy work, he hath no hands?" Okay, so, all those who are operating in a proud fashion and boasting themselves against the Most High, a great recompense is coming. And this is what we long to see, because we desire new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness, right? Let's get it. Okay. This is 2 Peter 2 and 12. Okay. Actually, we'll just start up at 11. It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, the earth, right? And this kingdom, and all the things that were built up in opposition to righteousness. What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" And we read this all the time, but we're going to keep reading it. "Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat," because this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. When you go to Zechariah, and we'll get it after this, it describes, you know, how this great weapon that the Lord is going to use to destroy this place is going to be, um, the effect that it's going to have on the elements and the people. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me do something really. Okay. Yeah, talk to the mailman. Yeah, verse 12. 2 Peter 3 and 12. "Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless." All right. Now, when we go to Zechariah, like I mentioned, I believe I mentioned it before I took that brief intermission. Um, Zechariah 14 and 12, it says this: "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." Okay, and this is also expounded on in Joel, the 3rd chapter. Okay, "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to pass that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold everyone on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor." Now, speaking on verse 12, what modern day weapon could have that effect on people's bodies? A bomb, it might burn somebody, but it would, it would rip their body up. But it's not going to eviscerate them right there in that instant on the spot. That's a nuclear missile. That's the ICBMs. So this is the weapon in which the Lord is going to use to decimate this place. Isaiah 9 and 5 also gives you a hint. Let's go there. And we know this takes place just before the Lord returns and establishes the kingdom of heaven. So World War III is prophesied to be happening, in the midst of the Lord returning. So this is Isaiah 9 and 5. Okay, it says, "For every battle of the warrior is fought with confused noise." So like it is with the confused noise. What, cannons going off, guns going off, men sword hitting each other. Every war since the beginning of time has been fought in a particular fashion, man. Close quarters, close combat, guerrilla warfare, even ground troops. "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this," and now it's differentiating this future war Armageddon to come, is differentiating it from every war that took place before it. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, the missiles. And then right after that, it talks about Yahweh Shai, all right, the government being upon his shoulders. It says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." Okay? So, we're waiting patiently, but we don't have to wait much longer, man. These prophecies are rolling. And we have to keep in mind, all right, that the Lord pulls all the strings. We have nothing to be worried about or to fear if we're walking uprightly towards Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's why we're going to have stability of our times. And that's why these people are going to be bugging out, because they're not going to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of what's taking place. So with that being said, man, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Any questions or things that I may have stated that you don't fully get if you're new, leave a question in the comment board. I'll do my best to get to it fast as I can. Shalom.